Hey everybody, it's Captain Kyle and I'm here with a knockoff, third-party, whatever you want to call it, version of Slamdance. He's actually called Sword Dancer and he's made out of 2 cassettes, just like the original G1, and they change respectively into a plane and a tank, and then merge into a robot called, well, Sword Dancer, but we'll just go with Slamdance. I'm gonna open this puppy up, go through them, and we also have 2 other colors. Thank you, Dr. Wu. Be right back. So I had the original G1 versions of Grand Slam and Raindance, who merged into Slamdance, and they were very cool. I do miss them, but obviously they wouldn't fit into the newer blasters. These we'll check out to see if they do. But first, let's pop it open. This is what they look like in packaging, and they come with some accessories. The box art is pretty nice too. There is the merged form Sword Dancer. It shows the Traveler plane and the Patriot tank. So I don't know if his name's supposed to be Patriot Tank or if he's just Patriot, or Traveler plane is the name, or just Traveler. I'm gonna go with just Patriot and Traveler. They have little cards that basically don't clear that up at all, because Sword Dancer on the front has Dancer in the same type of style as plane and tank. So, and I'm thinking Dancer is part of the name, but we'll get there. Make up your own mind. So taking them out of the plastic, we have 2 cassettes. We have a turret for the tank, which does actually move a bit. And we have these weapons for the plane that actually do come apart. So, well, let's take a look at the cassette mode, since that's what they are in at the moment. It doesn't really have the cassette decor, looking at Traveler here, and he does have some gaps, but it still makes the shape of a cassette. Same thing with, I want to call him Grand Slam, but I know he is Patriot, but this one's for you, Patriot Prime. So the Grand Slam third-party Patriot, you can see the face of the merged robot form underneath. So again, not a huge disguise, but still they make the shape. Now to help me with this next part, I'm actually bringing in Blaster. Hey Blaster, how you doing today?
I've been waiting a long time for this.
I didn't think he was gonna talk. So we're just gonna put your gun aside just because you scared me a little bit. And let's see, let's pop this open, and we have Eject. You're in another one, so you don't have to be in this one. And you don't look that much like a cassette either. You're like a box, so. Let's see, first we'll try Grand Slam, AKA Patriot, and see if he fits. Okay, that way seems to have a little trouble closing. Let's try the other way. Okay, they seem to be slightly too big. If I wiggle it a little bit, I don't want it to get stuck inside a blaster. I would end this review pretty damn quick. So, Grand Slam, AKA Patriot, just by a hair does not fit inside. Traveler fits in fine. So it's very easy for Blaster to eject Traveler, AKA Raindance, and put him into the fight. But I'll try one more time. Grand Slam. I'm trying to see if maybe there's a part that can be adjusted. His other weapons fell off. Doesn't really seem that even with the weapons off, yeah. So good for Traveler, bad for Patriot. However, you're only gonna be able to fit 1 cassette inside Blaster at a time. It's not like he's a twin cast or anything. So how often are you gonna put either of these guys inside Blaster? See you later, Blaster. Thanks for your help.
How about it, my man?
Scaring me, dude. Take your weapon, vamoose. All right, so that's the cassette modes. They don't fit inside. Patriot has these additional weapons that kind of correspond to the weapons that he had in G1, but there's not much you can do in cassette mode, so let's get them into their vehicle modes. It does come with a handy instruction sheet, actually multiple instruction sheets. One instruction sheet is for putting them together as a robot. The other one details how to put them into their vehicle modes. It's not super difficult, but it's sometimes handy to know what it's supposed to transform like. I had a friend for years used to transform, I think it was Dreadwing, one of those 2 Power Master bots, and he had no idea, because he never looked at the instructions, that you could like maneuver the feet so that they were super compact. So as you can see, Sky was very excited about these toys and wanted to come in and check them out. She probably wants little bits. But there we go. This is Grand Slam, aka Patriot, in tank mode, and Raindance, aka Traveler, in jet mode. And they're pretty solidly put together. As usual with a lot of the third-party Dr. Wu stuff and a lot of places, they have some bits that Hasbro would never do because they make toys for kids. These are for adult collectors, so they're a little more complex, but not too bad. As you can see with Patriot, he's got the two weapons on the side. He's got the turret right there. He's got what looks kind of like treads in the front. Don't go all the way back. Well, there's little bits on the bottom here, but still very decent looking tank made out of what's supposed to be a cassette. Doesn't have wheels, but you push him along and he fires. Whereas Raindance, a very cool looking jet, holds together very well, has wings and tail fins and wings on the guns, so I guess that adds to the aerodynamic qualities. No landing gear, but what do you expect for something that comes out of a cassette? But a very nice jet. The nose can actually move a little bit because that's part of the transformation later on into Slamdance, Sword Dancer, whatever the fuck you want to call them. A good jet. So great minions of Blaster, even if one of them won't fit inside, to fight against the Decepticons. Or if you happen to have the true third-party Squawk Talk, that can work too. Squawk Talk and Beast Box, Squawk Box. But wait, there's more. Yes, there's more. We're gonna put these guys into merged mode, into Sword Dancer Slamdance. Now the instructions show from cassette mode, turning them into the robot mode. So I'll just have to figure it out from the final picture. So there he is in his combined form. It is a bit exacting to put him together, but he's very cool. The weapons, you put the weapons from Traveler on the arms. The tank weapons that are on the side still go on the side of the head, very similar to the original. And the turret can actually attach to the shoulder, so it becomes a shoulder gun. My main complaint about this whole toy is how easily these side guns come off, so I'm gonna try to not have them come off, but I don't know that I'm gonna be able to not knock them off at some point. Posability wise, he does actually bend at the knee. He can do, believe it or not, toes up, full Jean-Claude Van Damme. Now the only problem is he's a little top heavy, so it's kind of hard to keep him in that position, but still, compared to the original G1, which really didn't move that much, though more than I think some of the Transformers did, he's pretty posable on the bottom. The arms can swivel out. You can very easily pull them apart if you're not careful, but the arms go back and forth, bends at the elbow. Fists actually kind of twist. I don't know why you would want them to twist, and yeah, you tried to come off, motherfucker, but you didn't. So the arms are pretty posable. They can swivel off to the side, bend forward and back. The head actually does turn. I mean, you're gonna wanna be careful because of these side pieces, but you can turn the head. And the turret kind of gets in the way. Stick it on your other shoulder, why not? Yeah, I told you these motherfucking things were gonna pop off. That's my only complaint about this toy, is because the hole doesn't go all the way through, so it's pretty easy to knock those off. He does not twist at the waist, don't try it. Things could be bad. But for an updated version of Grand Slam and Raindance, who merge into Slamdance, Sword Dancer here is a pretty cool update. A lot more posability, almost the size of like a Legends class warrior. I mean, when you put him next to Blaster, well, he's barely up to his knee, but what do you want? I mean, he's cassettes. Fortunately, we do not have the technology to transform our toys and make them larger or smaller. I mean, to the extent of actual Transformers. Mass shifting is not within our capabilities. But this is a very cool version, and comes in two other colors. Now this is like a green and black version. Green and black version actually has a little bit of blue highlights in there. It's a very cool version of the toy, a good recolor. You can use it as a shattered glass version, or just another version of the same toy, or an entirely different Autobot, or a Decepticon version, your choice. The weapons on him are all black, but we also have a black version with gray weapons, which might be better for your Decepticon aspirations anyway. The black and gray one could definitely make a more evil looking robot if you wanted him to be a Decepticon, work for the Quintessons, be a mercenary, shattered glass, and you can mix and match these, so you could put blue legs on a black top, you know. It's very fashionable. You could put red and green together maybe. So there they are, Sword Dancer in his various colors. I would definitely recommend these guys. This guy goes for about 21 bucks. These are like 23 a piece. I don't know, maybe they made slightly less. And it's like 4 or 5 bucks shipping. So for 26 to 28 bucks a piece, it's a pretty cool set. You might just want to get the one that's in the G1 original colors. That's totally up to you. They probably made more of those anyway. Or you might be like me and like variants. Repaints are cool. So I'll put a link in the description to these guys on AliExpress, where I got them from. You might also be able to find them on eBay. I'll put a link to that as well. If they're there, they probably are. And while you're deciding if you want to increase Blaster's armada of minions, okay, maybe that's a bit much, but especially with one that doesn't even fit inside, you can check out this video over here where I talk about the Squawk Talk and Beast Box, Squawk Box, third party by Dr. Wu. Check that out over there. If you like this video, hit that like button. You might want to subscribe, that's up to you. Hit that notification bell. We'll see you next time. As always, have fun and good hunting.